out, but yeah, basically we're just installing a SSD and GPU. We're gonna do the GPU first because if you were watching last video, actually I don't know if it cut out. Basically, the problem that I'm having and stuck on is that I don't know why it's like these things that are so simple that there's just no videos on. It's like I just feel stupid because like I literally don't know how to get this back into this case. Oh, does it go just right there? Like it looks like there's space for it, but then I try to slide it in and it's like, nope, I'm good. Maybe it's just my failure though. Yeah, it totally slides in. Okay, great. Just need to look at the thing. Look at where the slider is. That's like such a mechanically, like I always feel mechanically silly. Just gonna pull chat up here so that I can respond once people start talking. Well, all right, great. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom. And then if I had a 3.5, the SSD would go on top. Okay, so here's what I need. I need the correct screws. The correct screws to screw this onto this. I also need to know which direction it should go. So I want to look at the cables. I think I want it to go. It's going to slide in the other way, so I think it should go in the back. But I'm going to have to do that from the other side, I think. So we are going to do the GPU first. Oh man, I'm so stoked that I may actually have a chance, cross fingers or whatever, like that I'm going to get this done today. Now, what did I do with that screwdriver? My workspace is such chaos right now, and it doesn't help that it's dark. Take out the old GPU. Is this metal enough? I always wonder if the painted metal will ground me enough. Touch something else. What else is metal? This looks like metal. Never know if it's conductive. It's conductive. I forget how that whole thing works. I remember looking it up. I am trying to learn electrical, as you may have noticed if you went through the channel, but it is slow coming. Actually, I need to do a video on that too. I just realized that I'm kind of ready to do another one. Alright, so all I did was just... Whoa! What's happening? Oh, what? All I did was just unscrew the thing that holds in the GPU, the screw. And now I'm simply pulling on it. Because there's nothing... Oh, I do need to... Whoops, I'm wrong. I do need to... I want a pen. Where's a pen? I don't want to use a metal thing. I need to push down on this little latch so I can pull a GPU out. Pulling on it was not the best move, but I ground myself first, so... Pen time. Where's a pen? This will work, Sharpie. I just want something plastic because, like, if I were to, like, my finger were to slip and I were to, like, put pressure, I want this to be, like, less hard. Like, I wouldn't want to put pressure on the metal. One, for electrical kind of purposes, maybe that's silly, but then also because I wouldn't want to put pressure with, like, I want this this to be less hard, so if pressure does happen, for the other thing to dent into this. I don't know if that's exactly... That should be how physics works. It's not always that way. There's other factors, but like... Alright, GPU out. Where am I going to put this? Very unprepared for this. I just need to get it done because I have a lot going on. Alright, where's the new GPU? This thing is huge compared to the old one. And it's odd, like this one is apparently better in all ways. I think there might be specific purposes, like the other one's more industrial. So the other one's like better in very specific scenarios because this one's consumer. But like, apparently this is even better for CAD. I actually got it for like gaming purposes, which sounds silly and it might be. But this is confusing because this thing is like jutting. I don't know how easy this is to see. Sorry, team. This thing is like jutting. Like I said, I got to do this, and I don't have good light, like I said in the last stream. This thing's jutting sort of down, but I think the screw goes like there. So, and it does. I do remember. Like I've been watching a couple of videos before doing this, which is like. Always watch the video before doing it. I have learned that the hard way. Broken some things, I guess. I don't know. Wasted some money, maybe. But yeah, I can also just look at where the things go in. But, I mean, PC Part Picker said this would work. If that's lined up, I don't love this. And here's why, because I'm going to have to unscrew other stuff. That's fine. I just wanted to know that before I did that. It just felt a little awkward. I didn't really put pressure, so I was super worried about it, but yeah, I'm going to... It's all these little things, man. So basically there's these other little screws and these other little things you'll see once I put it out. You can see in any of this 90 video series. But, well, maybe not any, but you know. There's these screws. And these things. But the screws are what's getting in the way. This is why it's confusing me. But I want to do it right, so... I basically don't know if I'm to keep that thing on but not the screw. I guess I'm going to see right here. It looks like that I'm just supposed to have removed that other one. That's much better. I think that's it, and I think I'm just going to push down. Why are you giving me resistance? Everything should fit. Not sure what. There we go. I want to hear a click. I don't hear a click. But I guess that thing pops up, so I guess it's in. Let's try and pull it out. It won't pull out. All right. I guess that's it. And now we need a certain cable. I could have showed you that, but you can just look up the 5500 XT if you know. Basically, if you need, hey, Peter Vanzy? Or it's hard to see. Vanzel. Hey, Peter Vanzel, what's going on? Yeah. I'll show you the cable. But you can see it just needs a power supply cable that's going to go in like right there. What did I do with that other GPU? CPU. GPU. Put it over here. Be added to another pile of things that I need to deal with. Pile of things. Alright. Just looking for the cable, then I'll be back. Within earshot, so if YouTube invents voice messages while we're streaming and somehow installs it, and you send me voice messages midstream, try to give Google the suggestions. So there's 4 and 4. What I don't know is, like, hopefully there's just one type of cable like this, because I just don't have the energy. I don't have it. Here's a 4 situation. This one looks like it might actually fit. Type 4. Nope. That does not fit. So, right. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so it's not the type 4. I know you can't really see. I just have a big box of cables I'm going through. Not that one. Not the type 4. Let's see, is it the... What is this? This looks like the same thing. That says type 4. Is it the... What's this one? That one says CPU. This one says type 4. Kind of freaking out now, because I'm running out of cables here. I mean, they're all type 4, so like type 4 PCIe, I mean, type 4. What's the other side? CPU, PCIe. What was the first one I tried? PCIe. Yeah, this isn't good. Like, why won't this fit then? This should fit, right, team? Let's see. It's a GPU. It's a GPU. You can see it says type 4. I'm trying to power this GPU. Alright, I'll untwist tie it. It will compromise its well packagedness. Yeah, this isn't, I'm not stoked on this. Maybe I'm putting it on the wrong side. Yeah, well, it says PCIe. The type 4 goes on the other side. Okay, so I'm being silly. Can I attach this to this side? I want to do that, because I don't actually know. So I have to attach these, and I'm not actually sure. Maybe they only fit one way. Sorry, this is 2 separate cables. Maybe they only fit one way. That would be nice. Let's see. Will these fit in this side? Yes. Will these fit in this side? No. Sweet. Okay, that answers that question. Since they'll only fit in once, that means this is going to go here. Let's get this out of the way. There is something meditative about this that I like. I know I'm ruining it with all my yapping, but you guys, you guys like the yapping, man. I like the yapping when I'm trying to learn stuff. Anyway, it all just fits since that'll only go in one spot. So now, I think what I'm going to do, I'm kind of regretting plugging it in, because I need to decide what I do with these cables now, because they have to go down here and to plug into the power supply, and I don't know how I want to route them yet. Honestly, I kind of want to route them as you see, but I don't think that's going to work. I think they're too thick. I guess I would find out right now. I honestly just think this will be the most, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it will have this, the space will be the most fine. I just realized that like this GPU needs its like fans to be cleaned or something like that, which I didn't do first, and now I'm kind of tweaking about it. It was like something in the listing, and then when I looked when it came, I was like, oh, that is dusty. I think we're just gonna run it though, which, you know, not the best, but I have to screw that back in too. I have to screw both those back in. All right. Easy to forget something to screw. Is that magnetic? No, this is not magnetic. This is an easy way to lose screws too. I'm just screwing the GPU in. Finger tight, that's how I want it. Yeah, I'm just using these two fingers. Whoa. Don't do with that, but yeah, I just want to tighten it. It's kind of as much as I can with those two fingers. There's an art to tightening, and it usually just has to do with what you use, your wrists, your fingers, your whole arm. If you're not, don't have a torque spec wrench. And I shouldn't have tightened that before I put the other one in. I should have that be loose actually. And then I'll put the other one in, and then I will tighten them both. That is the correct way to do screws. Benefits of having spent a significant amount of time learning mechanical. Not a ton of time. Definitely wouldn't call myself an expert by any means, but a little goes a long way. Oh man. Okay. The GPU is in. Should we find out? Should we find out if this is going to work? I don't even want to try. Alright, which means, how much can you see here? That's kind of hard for you to see. Basically, there's these two things. I mean, you'll see them in the rest of the videos, but they just go behind. And so I'm going to do this in the bottom one, I think. And I'm doing it in the bottom one only because it's closer. Actually, now that I say that, I kind of want to do it in the other one. What I really want to do is not decide. And I want to flip this thing and then decide last. So I'm looking at this because I'm seeing if I want to dust it off. It's pretty dusty. All this stuff is dusty. I should be blowing all of it out, but I'm not because I don't have a compressed air. So yeah, I'm going to flip this. I'm going to put it in the top one while I flip it. Because that's the one I think I want to use. Actually, is that going to have the... I'm not going to have the distance, am I? I might have the distance there. Right? What is that? Boom. All the way there. It'll be taut. I don't know. I don't know whether to put it in the top rubber grommet situation or the bottom. I'm going to do the top. Hope I have enough space. And then I'm gonna flip this whole thing. This is pH1. Put some tools away while I do clean that up a little bit. Let's see, it's pH1. Let's move these tools. Pen can go in there, I think. Those can go right there. Drive bays. Oh, right, I'm gonna need the screws. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Whoa. All right. I don't think my thinking could be worse right now. It's really nice. Like after having the last time I did this, it was like so. That's what I was looking for. I'm just gonna see how this goes in. Let's see. Yeah, I want it at the back. I'm just figuring out orientation. So I want the plugs. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. Cool. I want the plugs for the SSD to be coming out in that direction, I'm pretty sure. This is the type of thing that I always reverse and waste a bunch of time, but I'm just going to move forward because I feel fairly sure that that's it, and it's not the biggest deal if I messed up. This is my first time ever doing this specific. Doing this on a, I think, on a, what's it called? Man, I'm so warm. I don't know what type of screws to use. I really don't. I might just use whichever ones fit since I don't know if it really matters. So this is gonna go. I just pulled screws from these. Come with the lancool case, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure. What am I? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to put the thing on first too. So this is crazy. Why is this like this? Do I have another one like this? This is. I guess this is all I have. This is like this, like, to plug in other drives, I guess. You can't unplug anything here. Like, each one of these could plug into a different drive. Right? It would have one, and then that would, like, fold up, and then that would be 2, 3, 4. I'm just very confused. I'm not really sure which one to plug in to. I kind of just want to do the closest. I feel like that'll be the best for cable management. I could easily be wrong here. I'm very not getting this. I plugged this in yesterday, so I'm kind of. There we go. Right? There we go. So that's on. And this is going to go like this. But I can't do this first. Or I can, but I'm... Right? This will have to slide like this. Which is kind of... And order of operations sometimes matters, sometimes doesn't. This kind of will matter if this screws, I think, in the... If I were to, let's get that out of here. All right, team, what type of screws go on this thing? Those look like good ones to me. Want really short ones, preferably with a flat head. This looks like one, but I only have one of these. What's in there? Those look bigger. Look, let's put this back. Found that randomly. New peeps. All right, so I think they're in here. I'm literally just looking for the littlest screws with the flattest head. The shortest screws with the flattest. Like, there's Phillips head and flat head. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, there's ones where there's a bulb that juts out. Right? Like there. That sort of juts out. I don't know how easy that is to see. I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up for the noobs. Kind of hard to see, but this one, it protrudes like that. What I want is one. See, there's one in here, one there. I don't think I'm supposed to have standoffs. Oh, and this is an example. This one's flat. Where's the? How do I get the camera here? Yeah, so this screw is a flat, its surface is flat, it doesn't jut, and I want that because I think what goes on top of that's not supposed to, like, there won't supposed to be screws poking into it. I don't know, and I don't, like, I'm not going to look it up right now, but that's my feeling. I just opened this, right? This is the one with the little ones. Is there any more screws laying around? No. Put these in there. Come on, man. Get off the bag. All right. Whoa, look at these long ones. All right, yeah, this is tiny. This is great. I want a magnetic screwdriver. Where are those screwdrivers? I put all this stuff away because I stopped working on phones and, like, for the time being, I just, like, I have more projects than I have space right now. I think. It's not, that might always be true of everyone ever. I guess that's not true. This entire thing is me just getting a magnet. I think. Right? Because I'm not going to need. We'll see. Glad I have those available. Let's put these. Magnet me, Captain. Okay. Great news. These screws aren't magnetic. So, however, where's my screwdriver? Oh, I put it over here. Wow. Okay, so that other screwdriver is. I think I do want that screwdriver for this job. What is it? Like, I need to hire people, man. I need to hire some people because I have too much to do. Not enough time. Problem is like finding people that are both good for a job, good for the job, looking for the job, want the job. Probably the real problem is that I'm not looking for those people hard enough or set up enough for them to look for me. Is this too big? I think this is too big. That's getting purchased, so it's very confusing. I don't know if that's too big or if that's what it wants. Might be ruining this strip on this hard drive. Let's try a smaller thread. This is just any screw with a smaller thread. Yeah, that goes in much smoother. Much more smoothly. So, what has a small thread but is short? Or is that the best I'm going to do? In which case I am going to use these round ones because, yeah, all right, I guess we're using the round ones. Oh man, I'm so hunched over right now. I should be sitting. But this camera's in the way. So how do I want to do this? I'm just going to power through. It's 4 screws. It's just not the way to get on my knees. Whoa! That's better, actually. I'm so thirsty. But I've started. Now I want to finish. Alright, well now I want to finish at least this section. I have water like 3 feet away, too. Alright. You know, turn to the left till it clicks. Make sure it's threaded properly. I'm going to finger tight on that. I think that's a PH2 screw too. And again, I shouldn't have finger tight. I should keep it loose. I can have play. Wow. What's funny to me is like, I guess those are the same length. I think those other screws are actually for the NVMe's, the one I was trying to use. It's not really clicking the way that I want it to. Which is funny, it's a bigger thread for a smaller drive. I could be wrong. It might not be for the NVMe, but... Alright, now we're going to tighten them all. And then we're going to... I wonder if I could do this upright. I was planning on putting the case on its back. Or sorry, just flipping it from where I had it before, but I should be able to do this upright. Okay, where do these screws go? That one's going to go in there. This one can also go in there. Never had to open that bag in the first place. I'm going to throw that away. I want to keep it. I'm going to be like, what if I wanted to use it and rubber band these clothes? Alright, yep. I just convinced myself. Keep the trash. Keep the trash. Alright. Let's get this thing closed. Aren't you closing? Haha, I win. I win. So in the time that like it took me to get this drive and stuff in the mail, I originally got this to be, I think I got it for a video game. I don't know. I just needed a new graphics card. A video game pushed me to do it, an open source game, because open source gaming, I think, is going to be very significant for a number of reasons that I can't really put into words. Firstly, because I don't really entirely get it. It's just kind of a feeling, but it's also because the adaptability of how tournaments are created. Like, people will be able to custom make, like, change games with code. It'll just be a game changer. So I think open source game is huge. There's an open source game that's out. There's an open source game that's out. And so this did not, the GPU that I had did not meet the minimum specs. And so I ordered this GPU. In that time, though, I'm learning a new language, a human language, not a computer language, and I need to be able to practice it talking. And I think the best way to do that is going to be playing a video game online. And that's in the country where I can play it. Because I want to do it with the video game I'm currently playing, but the lag is like too bad for me to be able to play like decent at all. So I didn't really want that. I'm kind of worried about that now. That was holding something in just by the way that it moved. But we're just... Okay. Do I need to take off the front I/O? I think I might. Which is kind of like... Dude... I think what I don't like about this, I always feel like I'm going to like... Whoa. Ah, I just feel like I'm gonna break the case, even if I don't. Opportunity to clean some fans. Maybe I will brush those off briefly. Fan blades are dusty. Ah. Do I have to take off this top part to get off the back? That's the question. Nope, guess not. I don't even know if I need to take the thing off that I just took off. Ow! Ow, 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 man. Alright, water time. Alright, first things first before I forget. Will this reach to the GPU? Will this GPU reach GPU cable? The answer is... The answer is that I don't even know if I want it there, if it will reach. It will reach. Air doesn't go in that way, so I think I actually want to put it on the bottom one. Clip this here. Let's put this through the bottom one. Do I like that more? I could just put it down through there. Honestly, I like that the most. This is going to give me the most cable on the bottom, which, you know, knows what I need to do with, but come on. Come on. Alright. How's the visual here, team? Hey, Summer Sausage, quick heads up, one of your streams are down, just a loading black screen. Horizontal one. One of my streams are down? You can see what... Thank you, by the way, Summer. You can see what I'm doing, right? Hopefully... What am I stepping on? Not good. Are you talking about another video, or are you talking about this? Because, sorry for another one, maybe I'll need to fix that, but I kind of don't know what you're talking about. It's been a weird day technically with the stream, so you can plug this in anywhere. SATA, PATA, this is a PCIe. Alright, maybe I'll just plug it in the PCIe. Yeah, because it is a PCIe. I don't know if it matters. I don't think it does. Okay, but I'm not going to plug it in because what I want to do is get this drive bay out, and that's what I'm having trouble doing it. There we go. Okay, lift. Key was to lift up, not pull down. Why does this have yellow on it? I don't like that at all. I don't know what that yellow is. Oh, the 90. Yeah, the 90 cut out halfway through me doing it. So, like, it just cut out because my screen turned off. Thanks for letting me know. Who knows? Maybe it'll work itself out. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to do something, but... Alright, just want to dust this off real quick. And then I kind of want to put both in because I think for heat purposes, it's actually going to be better. But the reason that I didn't do that before is because when I was building this computer, maybe it's in a video, maybe I'm just like, I can easily see it being in a video, me being like, I'm just not dealing with this anymore. Because what I was trying to do is put one on top of the other, and I couldn't do it. And who knows if I will be able to right now, because it's dark. Well, that stuck to it. It was kind of magnetic, though. How do these two attach to one another? I think I reversed. I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. So that's on that. And then one of them's just going to slide in. However, I need to slide this on. So as you can see, it's a hard drive. And whoops, I need to do it. I think I want to do the bottom one. I don't know why I want to do the bottom one. I think because heat rises, so like it's better for it to be cooler, so down is cooler. That's my thought. Alright, so I'm going to pull this cable through. Pull these cables through. This is a little awkward. And then, wow, that's just already sliding. That kind of pulled it into place. Great, line up. This feels so ridiculous. This whole process that I'm doing now feels so ridiculous to not have more drives to install. But stuff is so expensive right now. Specifically, these are so expensive right now, and so it's not happening. All right, and then I know you can't see this, but maybe I'll make it so you can see it. Let's see. Do you want to put this down? I kind of don't, because I think that pressure is going to be on this piece down there, so I'm not going to. Let's see, we got more people talking. Summer, rebuilding your PC? Or is this like a repair company? I'm just upgrading the PC. I mean, I kind of want to do more repairs and stuff. But this is just, I mean, this is I don't even want this PC, but it is a PC that I've been using. But yeah, I would like to do more repairs and stuff. I'm a little weird about, like, there's a lot of sort of soldering and stuff, or like, not soldering, like electrical repairs are interesting, but I'm kind of concerned about the health problems that might come from inhaling that stuff. Like, even if you get a fume extractor, it's like not, I don't know how well those work, basically, how good those work, and so like that's something that I haven't pushed on, but it is something I want to. You know what, I should take off that dust cover too, and I hope I remember to do that. Not gonna make a note of it. The space is already chaos. Just be another note that I'm not gonna get to right away. All right, so that's there. It's just gonna go in like this. What I'm wondering is if I should plug this in first or second. I think I'm gonna plug it in second. Yeah. These cables are like in the way. I don't even know if I'm going to keep these drives, both these drives, because these cables are so in the way. I guess I could do more with this Velcro on the back here. This is like, what's this? This is getting trapped under this. It's not what I want. No cords trapped under the thing that I'm putting in. No cords in the way. What is holding you up now? This bottom thing. This thing. Great. All right. Great, you're in. You're in. That's so great. Okay. Now these. That basically just slid in. And I can't slide it out unless I pull up on that tab or whatever. So now I'm going to just plug in these. One says type 4. They both say type 4. One is 3 prongs and another's 4 prongs. The 4 prong one is the yeah, so the 3 prong one goes on the other side. So the 3 prong one goes over there and the 4 prong one goes here. And I think, let's see, after those bays get in, I'm just deciding about cable placement, right? Like, you just spilling, yeah, it's still same thing. I don't know if it really matters. I can plug that back in. I kind of don't want to though. I kind of want to put it on the other side first because. Now I'm putting it on this side. I'm putting it on this side because I think airflow will be better. But I want to put it on the other side because it means if I ever install more SSDs, I'm talking about the GPU cable, because if it ever means that I install more SSDs, it means that I will have to unplug it. And if I have to unplug it, it means I have to remember to plug it back in. I don't know if it matters where I plug it into this thing. If I remember right, it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to plug it in into the power supply. And then I'm going to turn this around and unplug in the hard drive that I just... Oh. How do I plug... The hard drive gets plugged into the motherboard somewhere. Right? Yeah, that's a thing. So, okay, so... Now I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that it should be on the other side. Oh, now I'm concerned that I don't have the right cable. Who knows, man? Because if this is plugged into the... I'm just looking to see if there's anywhere where this would plug in normally. But I saw that it plugs in up there. The problem is that I don't think I have a cable for that. Maybe I do and it came with the motherboard. Huh. I'm gonna grab my motherboard, I guess. My motherboard case. This is one of these stupid things. It's just like, because I haven't done it before. Full CPU. All right. Let's see if I can find a big... Because there's nothing to attach it to the motherboard if I don't plug it in the motherboard. So of course it has to be plugged in to the motherboard. But where? I think there, but I don't have the cables. All right, let's see. Install 2.5 SSD. Motherboard. What cables were those supposed to come with? So 1 minute and 22-second video. Man, I really thought I had everything. But now I'm just gonna have to not use this computer while I wait for these cables, maybe.
Please safely disconnect the power from the system. First, loosen and remove the computer case cover from the SATA port on the motherboard. Now, locate the SATA port on the motherboard. If you're using a 2.5-inch drive bay, detach the mounting bracket. Attach the SSD by aligning the mounting screw holes on the bracket with the holes on the SSD, and mount the SSD in the drive bay. If you're using a 3.5-inch drive bay, detach the mounting bracket. Attach the SSD by aligning the mounting screw holes on the bracket, 3.5-inch drive bay inside the D, and the other end to the SATA connector on the motherboard. Attach one end of the SATA cable to the SSD and the other end to the SATA connector on the motherboard. Next, use the SATA power cable that is connected to the power supply and attach it to the motherboard. Attach one end of the SATA cable to the SSD and the other end to the SATA connector on the motherboard.
I don't have a SATA cable. So I can't finish this right this moment. Major bummer. Trying to decide how I want to leave it, but that's going to be it for today. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.